and welcome back to Austin Talks, where today I am doing a review on Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Now, I understand this is also delayed because it had the same issue as Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania review. I've recorded this not as many times as I recorded that, but yeah, so here it is. As I said in my last video yesterday, there is a lot of stuff planned for this week and next month. I may have to make a bit of sacrifices for other channels and all that, but I just hope everyone is caught up, as I have not been uploading much on YouTube. But now we're back on that track. I've moved recording room so it's more efficient. Yeah, other than that, right, everyone, I'll stop yammering and we'll get right onto the Shazam Fury of the Gods review now, if it decides to. Yeah, right, the opening scene. Now, the Daughters of Atlas. This scene, I didn't think it would be it's a good I didn't think this would be a good at the beginning, because as an English and media student, it actually makes sense because you reveal how their powers and how powerful they are, and then you're introduced to the heroes, which is Shazam and his family. And also, I found it was the trailer was kind of giving it away, but these two are the villainous ones, and then Anthea is a different person. So that shows how much she cares for humanity instead of power. Now, it also shows a reflection, because these guys are really powerful, and then you have people like Shazam. Now, I'm just gonna come out and say it. Shazam is stupid. Very, very stupid. Now, in both movies, not until the very end of this one, it seems that he is not the sharpest tool in the box, either in school or outside of school. And I've just seen in that image of those Cheerio boxes and slushy machines, and then I'm guessing a bag of candy. Anyway, that's just caught my eye. Now, and he's not the sharpest tool in the box, and he seems smarter when he's actually in a human form. He's actually smarter when he's a kid, which is really worrying. Now, yes, this is a small detail. Well, it's not really a small detail either. He's just really thick-minded. But yeah, but it does impact the movie heavily, but at least only at the very end. Only at the very end. All right. Now, Darla's obsession with Skittles and unicorns. Now, I actually think this is good. I thought this was both weird and funny throughout the movie, but it was a good lead up to the unicorn scene that we later get in the movie. Whilst this is, again, another small detail, it is funny, and it is good for a way to foreshadow what would happen later in the movie. Honestly, Darla's character, yeah, I know she's young, but I actually like her more in the hero form. She's more, it's maturity levels go skyrocket. I don't know what's wrong with Billy, but that's different for him. Yeah, Skittles, we love some Skittles. I've never seen the fascination with unicorns, but only if only it could be. Well, it might have been. Anyway. So, yeah, again, that's another detail, and, yeah, she's a better hero than Child. She's just, she goes, "Where are you guys off to? Off to save the world?" Everyone looks at her like, "What the hell do you think you're doing?" Now, the bridge scene. I think this was this was a tee-off with the song, because in the car, she was like, "I need a hero. I'm holding for a hero to the end of the night." I think that was great, and it really does set the mood for the scene, because it's comedy, but it's also kind of smart. I have a question. Does anyone else kind of from that angle? It kind of looks like that Freddy in blue form looks like Christian Bale. Just saying. Now, and the code for fighting crime it sure is a good day in Philadelphia. Oh my days, what kind of cold, sick, satanic stuff is that? They need to be better at balancing a life as a hero, and all that leads to me is to my next thing, which is Mary is wise. Mary is wise. She is probably one of the most mature. She is the most mature superhero, and she's the only one that doesn't change actors when she's transforming, and she is smart, and yeah. So Shazam is an acronym for Shazam is an acronym for like Solomon, Hercules, Atlas, Zeus, someone, and then don't know the last one. I'm gonna say Medusa, but it's definitely not that. Shazam is an acronym, and the first one is for the wisdom of Solomon, and Mary carries that honorable power. I mean, the only thing that I see from the acronyms is like lightning of Zeus. Yeah, sure, that's what I see in Billy, but like other than that, no. And she knows how to guide Billy, and she also knows how to balance a heroic life and a life where she is a normal adult that goes to university, because that was kind of the main plot point for Mary in the last movie. This is a great way to show how Billy is soon inspired, and this creates character development. After we get this scene, we don't see much of Mary independently. It's only in the beginning, and I think that's actually another indication that she's more mature, almost. Now, the Rock of Eternity / the Doors. Now, this scene actually really fascinated me. And it's also funny considering what Eugene is actually like. Eugene is like a gamer, and also then he's the one of the wise. You get a sense of mystery of what is actually going on and in each of these doors. I actually thought we would have gotten an Easter egg or cameo from everyone's favorite tiger, Talkie Tiger, Talkie Tanny even. Just a fascinating scene in the movie, and one of the only fascinating things about the movie. If they do something more with Shazam, which I imagine they will after the post-credit scene, but no, I actually think that this would be quite cool, because Talkie Tanny is a quite an important character. I mean, and it'd be something cool to see. I think. Now, Freddy's W is alright. This was heartwarming. I hate using the term W is even. This was heartwarming because of Freddy's characteristics, and he is a character that is considered looked down upon. So the fact that he was able to raise up a 6,000-year-old being, and it's amazing. And to be fair, I'm gonna be honest, the reason I mention it is because they have a bigger love spark than Clark and Lois in Man of Steel. That was the most depressing relationship. I mean, Superman and Lois, the series, that is an amazing series, and I just don't it was completely ruined on these guys. Right, Shazam and Shazam's dream. Right. This was a great element of the new universe. And this was both funny, and the disturbance with the wizard was I was cracking myself in the theatre. I mean, to be honest, adding up his IQ and his physique, I don't see him getting with Wonder Woman anytime soon, am I right? Yeah, I don't even think Clark Kent. I mean, people say, what's his name? What's his name? Henry Cavill is the best Superman. I'd say Tyler Hoechlin is the best Superman we've ever gotten, and the series aside, I cherish that series. Right, the Shazam family. Now, the family does work as a great team, and whilst they say that Billy is the leader, we all know that it's not true. Mary is more the leader, and the others are like her sidekicks. They do follow what she does. Billy's just reckless. Everyone in the movie is smarter, stronger, and better than Billy until the very end. He is a good second place champion. I will forever say Black Adam is the best champion. You can't even say it. Can you please bring back Black Adam? Why did they cancel him? Sorry, just had a bit of a breakdown because I really wanted Black Adam in the MCU. No, DCEU. I want to hold out hope, but he said, no, we're not doing anymore, so I'm kind of still sad. So, emotional damage. Yeah, but as I say, like, all of them have grown since the last movie, and I will say, I still say this, like, Pedro's suit still looks really cool, and these three people in the image look menacing, and they're like, I'm about to kill you all, mate. Whee! Now, this movie is comedy gold. The whole movie is funny. Like, people say it's not funny. I think it is. There are some one-liners, but we have to accept the limited stuff that the DCEU can do. And I think that Blue Beetle may be a bit funnier and better, but this movie is definitely up there with the best in the DCEU. As we all remember, the Blue Beetle trailer has already come out. As a movie, Blue Beetle I definitely think will be better. At least I'm hoping is, because like I love Blue Beetle as a character. But just like this movie was funny. If you look at it as a regular movie, a regular comedy superhero movie, yeah, it's fine. It's just not a DC movie. Right, the dragon reveal. Didn't pick the right image for that. When they were in the dungeon and this thing appeared, I was just sitting I sat in my chair and I spoke this and I said, I don't want to mess with that thing. God damn, the hell no. Now, throughout the movie, he doesn't seem like a dragon. He just more seems like transportation for Calypso. He's not really dangerous. I mean, when he was breathing fire at the end, I mean, damn. I was like, ha, 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 ha. I swear all he does with that. I mean, Freddie Freeman did more damage with a flipping stick. It just seemed more like a plain old mode of transportation for Calypso. Other than that, the dragon was basically useless. But still, it was scary and intimidating, I can't lie. They made it out to be so scary, but I'm like, this thing practically did nothing. I'm certain, like, those things in, like, the garden, those things were scarier than this thing. God damn. Now, the confrontation deli scene. Now, this scene was the element and evidence that this movie was comedy gold, like the references and all that. This also refers back to what I say about Billy. He is so stupid. I don't know why you would try and threaten someone that's very experienced with power. The referencing in this movie, whilst it is cringeworthy, it was funny with the Fast and Furious line, but we already knew that was coming due to the trailer. I mean, the deli scene, I think it's a bit of disrespect that they didn't eat the deli. They didn't eat their meal. That is sad. Respect to Billy for actually eating it, but the audacity. I can't believe Hespera would actually do something like that. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. The daughters are awful villains. I'm just gonna say it. They are bad villains. I mean, even at a time like this, they were way too easy for them to capture, and we are talking about the Shazam family here. And as much as it was a way to distract the family, still put up a little more of a fight they're not villains, they just want power. It's just a weird version of Kang, but like Calypso, she's a bit different. She's what fans call a bad crazy villain. But like Bat, then something crazy villain. Looking for revenge, borderline General Zod level. Yeah, I would agree with that. Like, I mean, General Zod is, yeah, like General Zod level villain, yeah. Calypso is a control freak, right? If anyone here tries to say it differently, why? I am right. From the way they portrayed her in the movie, reflected as a control freak, and when she killed Hespera and from how much they disagreed, I'm actually not surprised that this happened. I mean, she killed them. I'm like, yep, I kind of thought that would happen. I did think Hespera was a bit too soft as a villain. Like Calypso, yeah, she's a villain and a control freak, but Hespera is more like, I just want this and then I'm gonna leave. She is borderline Kang mentally, but like level, nah. She's a villain who is just focused on revenge, but the others were civilized. At least Anthea was. I mean, Anthea was the most civilized, and she was like to Freddy as well, and everyone in the team. Don't make them suffer. I mean, yeah, she has a heart. The Calypso doesn't. Hesper just had to come to her senses. It's like a ranking. Nice, okay, then crazy. The garden, the mythological creatures. I stand by what I say here. These creatures scared the absolute bones out of me. Like the creepy eggs, and the cocoons. Oh my god, that was the most graphic thing I've seen. As much as they describe the unicorn to be like the worst thing, I don't see it. The unicorn was the best thing, not because it actually was the good guys. It was the most civilized thing on the street, mate. There was like a lion mixed with a bear, and then one that looked like Medusa, a mermaid, and man-bat rolled into one creature. I was actually terrified after that one. We only saw it once, but it's tattooed into my mind. This is like revenge to an extreme level, because I didn't know a golden apple could create such a monstrosity. The golden apple was like the holy grail of magic, but no, this seems satanic level. So I was planning this as I was watching the movie, to make sure I can remember it easily. If this was one thing that came to my mind. The city looked like The Last of Us. By the way, if anyone's not seen The Last of Us, go and watch it. There was a shot that looked like it was ripped from The Last of Us. When the garden was summoned, it looked exactly like the cordyceps from the Last of Us had taken over, because you could see the trees and all that. And yes, this is a small detail. I was just making references here. The creatures from the garden were on another level. To be honest, I would say that what they called not called the infected. No, what are they called? Oh, what are they called? Cordyceps. Last of Us. I'm searching this up. I need to know their names. Oh, they're just called the infected. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. That was my bin. They are they are. I'd say the cordyceps are more civilized than these guys. I mean, oh, the clickers. That's the one. Yeah, the clickers are fine. These were just. I say it. Bloater was less terrifying than this thing. Right. The family scene. Now, this was probably the most touching scene in the movie, and probably in the DCU as a whole. The parents are so accepting of Billy, and because if I know my brother was a superhero who's was really made on the news, I would be like, what? Huh? But no, they were really accepting and really supportive as well. I mean, and the people who are adopted, which I think is. It also they're accepting to how the adopted, because obviously when they adopted Billy, he was already in teenage years, but it's how far they've come even without being adopted. They accept that, and I think that's a brilliant message to viewers. Accept people for who they are, no matter where they come from or how they've been raised. I think that's great. And I mean, you can look at it as a different way, but. It's great character growth. Now, the unicorn scene. Again, could have found a better image for this. The way that they described the unicorn, I thought was cruel, because they seem to end afterwards, and okay. How do I say this? This is such. The black unicorn, I think, they looked so cool. I didn't realize until I saw the back of a Funko box, which I have one of the Shazam here. Let's see. Yeah, I may get the unicorn Funko Pop if I think about it. Yeah, but like honestly, this scene was quite cool, and I'm sure like it gave other kids nightmares. I'm certain of this, but there's nothing compared to the others. If you give this, the other creatures gave the other kids nightmares. We're just gonna say this. And there is a mistake. I don't remember any unicorns being that color. They should be rainbow and puking Skittles, according to Darla. No, I think actually the way they portrayed it was quite cool, but it's just how they described them, like, oh, they're the worst beasts ever. I think that's just cruel. I mean, the colour and the Skittles kind of added a bit of flair to the scene. I love this edit. Right, the final battle. This showed how much a person like Billy has grown from an inexperienced and reckless hero into a self-respecting and loyal hero to Philadelphia. Now, Shazam was not having Calypso win, and he was dedicated to beating that dragon to the pebble. Like he was just like, I'm gonna like conduct so much electricity. I'm gonna power Staten Island. I've been watching way too much. How did I meet your mother? And to be honest, this is the same way any hero would do, but it's like for a character like Billy, this is an achievement, and I do think it's great character growth. He went from a stupid, reckless boy to a very, I mean, I'd say Freddy was more mature than him, but now he's actually smart. I really did not pick a good photo. He just looks really mad. But yeah. Wait. Now, the death and resurrection scene. I actually thought he was dead. They'd never said been so long for him from dead. I actually thought he was dead, and it kind of does. Wait, hang on, no. And I actually thought he was dead when this happened because it never usually happens in the DCEU. So, yeah. It kind of does what they say. They said Wonder Woman couldn't do, but in this is the new universe actually. So, because you can tell that costume's a tad bit different. It's a bit more comic accurate. So I guess at this point we just need to forget everything that happened in the DCU before this movie. Why do I have to get Black Adam to go? Okay. Yep. By the way, for people that I was not actually crying, you don't start that. No, like Black Adam, I'll stand by what I say. It's a great movie, and they had such great plans for it as well. Bring Mr. Mind back, please. Right, the post-credit scene. Okay. I'm slightly confused why they have done this, because if we are just about to get a reset, or we've already got one, why are they still keeping the Peacemaker peeps? I mean, I'm happy, but I don't want a scenario where they ditch the idea and they reset it, like Black Adam. It is good to see, but it would be rather if they did it in the upcoming Blue Beetle movie to truly make a link and making it look more promising, but make more of an idea. Now, please, DC, for once, do the right thing and bring in the Justice Society. Just the Justice Society that we already had. Bring back Hawkman and everyone there. They actually made, because there was a cameo in Black Adam. Oh wait, they're ignoring Black Adam. Yes, if they please bring back Hawkman and Cyclone and Atom Smasher, and we'll make a good Justice Society. Please, just do it. Now, my film rating is 6 out of 10, obviously. Now, I have my reasons. The reason I say this is because it's a good family superhero movie. It really is. But it doesn't exactly capture the true DC genre at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, I am a fan, so I will rate it like a regular old movie. So, 6 for a DC movie, I would put it for a 7 point something. For a family movie, it is quite good. It is a quite good family movie. Just don't try and make it DC. If you put it in your own universe, it would be probably a bit better. Fan theories, yay! after this movie, if they decide to make another movie, which, yeah, they will more than likely introduce the character Talkie Tawny. I just said that. As it would bring more comedy to the DCEU, and I think it is something we would all like to see. What about you, Austin? Yeah, I agree. I would like to see Talkie Tawny, especially the one in the suit. That'd be hilarious. After the post-credit scene and what we say in Black Adam, the Justice Society may be the way that Shazam and Black Adam meet, and will then become forever adversaries. Sadly, Black Adam's not coming back. I just want him to though. We will be seeing more God and Monsters relations to set up the first chapter of James Gunn's new DCEU, and I think this is good because soon enough there will be links made. That just did not make sense. I think that's just restating what I just said. Well, okay. Well, Talkie Tawny one. Post-credit scene I would love to see, but we all know that's not happening, and the last one just confused me. Okay, well, lovely. Well, everyone, that'll be the end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you enjoy this. You've enjoyed this movie because it is now on streaming services. So go and check it out. And obviously we've got content this week, and I will be tonight. I will be streaming again on AustinTalks Live, which will be in the link in this description. And so yeah. Other than that, everyone, I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.